Namasté. 2, on monte. 3, on descend. 4, jambe droite derrière. 5, push-up. 6, on glisse vers l'avant. 7, cobra. 8, V inversé. 9, jambe droite devant. 10, jambe gauche devant. 11, on monte. Et 12, on relâche. Namaste.
I found the Sri Sri Yoga course really interesting, as the techniques of yoga taught in this course are taught in such a simple, practical, joyful and playful manner. It has brought such flexibility to my body and has left me energized. I have also experienced a profound effect on the mind. To my mind, this yoga course gives you sharpness of the intellect, enhances your memory, keeps your mind clear and keeps it focused at all times. So, as the teacher says, this yoga course is not about stretching the body beyond its limit. It's more about stretching the body inwards, and that's what I experienced. I would certainly recommend everyone to practice a few minutes of yoga daily so that you can keep fit, you can keep away from chronic diseases, you can keep your mind cool and calm at all times, enjoying happiness and inner peace.
Moi, si je prends un cours de Sri Sri Yoga, je trouve ça très fantastique, très intéressant. Et depuis que commence à couler, je dormi bien.
Hello, I hope you're all keeping fine. And to make you feel even better, tonight we are going to talk about yoga for the mind. And our guest is Sri Sri Yoga teacher Antoine Tinawi from Canada. Let's welcome Antoine. Antoine, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Vidya.
You have been a yoga teacher for quite a long time. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, you know, I've been very fortunate to learn yoga at a young age. You know, I've been studying yoga with His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, the founder of the Art of Living. And it's been a beautiful experience for me. It's brought a lot of depth into my life. And it's something now that I really enjoy sharing with others.
And tonight we are going to talk about yoga for the mind. What it is yoga for the mind?
Well, you know, that's a very good question. Often when we do yoga, we generally associate yoga with exercise,
Hatha
physical
yoga.
postures, right? And that's definitely, yoga has a lot to offer to keep the body healthy.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know, yoga will tone your muscles, it will improve your flexibility, your posture, it will improve your circulatory system, increase your lung capacity. There's a lot of benefits, physical benefits, increase your immune system by bringing so much energy to the body. So there are a lot of physical benefits to doing yoga. But what's special about yoga is that it's so complete. It works on all the different aspects of who we are, not just our physical body, but all the different layers of who we are, like the mind being one of them.
Yeah.
So yoga has this beautiful way of calming the mind, bringing more peace to the mind. If you look at yourself in a mirror, the only thing you will see is the reflection of your body.
Yeah.
But there are really 5, in Sanskrit they're called koshas, 5 koshas, 5 layers that make up the totality of who we are. So the first layer is your physical body and how you relate to your environment.
Yeah.
But the second layer is your pranic body, your energy field. You know? And through the breath, you can attain a lot. This is a beautiful secret in yoga. Through the breath, you can calm the mind. The breath is the link between the outer world of activity and the inner world of silence. You know? And the breath can do that for you. It can eliminate so much stress. It can calm the mind. And also, it has a very beautiful property of bringing you back to the present moment. You know? We spend so much time in our lives, you know, either worrying about the past, regretting events in the past, you know, and this takes a lot of activity in the mind, goes on replaying over and over and over again all these events that happened in the past. Or we're anxious about the future, you know. We have fear, insecurities, anxiety towards what's going to happen. And during that time, we're not really living the present moment, you know. And so I would say the quality of your life really depends on the quality of your mind. You know? If you're able to live in the present moment, you know, then life is here. Life is in the moment. If you think back all those times where you were the happiest in your life, you know, where you were really fully living, fully enjoying.
Okay, if you have to tell someone you have to live now in the present, do we have certain criteria?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you know, the breath is definitely one of these ways. By learning specific breathing techniques, you have this, it brings the mind back to the present moment. You know, it has such a beautiful effect like that. And the other way is to become aware of it. You know, if you catch yourself, you know, if you catch yourself being off into the past or off into the future, come back. Just having this awareness, snap your fingers and come back. Oh, where was I? You know, because all these moments when you're not really living, you'll never get a second chance to live that moment. Do you see what I'm saying? That
Yes.
moment is gone and you spent it worrying, regretting, and that moment is over. It's finished.
Once gone, it never comes
It's
back.
gone. So being conscious of it and coming back, you know, it takes a little culturing. You culture the mind for a little bit, making a conscious effort at first. But with time, you know, it becomes more and more natural to you. And soon you're able to really enjoy the moment. Because
Okay.
life is in the moment.
Yeah, you said we have to culture our mind.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Well, you know, it's a matter of having that awareness and also a matter of using different techniques. Yoga is one such technique. You know, when your mind is disturbed, when you're preoccupied, when you're not well, yoga is such a beautiful way of coming back to the center of who you are. You know, breathing techniques, which is another aspect of yoga. The postures is called asana.
Yeah.
They're breathing techniques that are called pranayama or kriya. These are other aspects of yoga. Meditation, likewise, is also a part of yoga. It's not separate from yoga. Meditation is part of yoga. And that also, you know, trains you to have that awareness and that peace of mind.
Yeah. And how does yoga for the mind help us in our day-to-day life?
Wow, definitely. You know, generally when you look what troubles people, often I would say it's simply stress. You know, we get angry, we get preoccupied, we get stressed, we get tense, you know, and just doing a little yoga helps so much, eliminate this stress. Doing breathing helps to eliminate this stress, especially breathing, you know. The first thing you do when you're born, you breathe in. And the last thing you do before you go,
Breathe out.
you breathe out. And in between, it's the one thing you're constantly doing is breathing. You know, we work 8 hours per day, we eat 2 hours per day, we sleep 7 hours per day. But breathing is something we do all the time. But yet we don't pay attention to our breath. You see what I mean? The only time you become aware of your breath is if you have to run after a plane or an air or a bus or something and you're out of breath. Then you realize, oh, I'm breathing. But otherwise, we don't really pay attention to it. And yet, most of the toxins in our body we can eliminate through the breath. Most of the stress we accumulate we can eliminate through the breath.
Okay, we keep on breathing, it's true, but we don't pay attention. Do we have certain particular technique for breathing?
Absolutely.
Properly?
Absolutely. There are many pranayama, many breathing techniques you can learn that really help. You know, because every emotion you live
Yeah.
has a specific breathing pattern. Do you see that? If you're angry, for example, you breathe in a certain way, right?
Fast.
Yeah, fast. And if you're happy, you tend to take a
Relax.
longer breath, right? Your inhalation is longer, exhalation is shorter. When you're sad, it's the reverse. You sigh, your inhalation is shorter, your exhalation is longer. So every emotion has a specific breathing pattern. You see? So likewise, by learning specific breathing techniques, you can eliminate a lot of negative emotions. It's a two-way, it's a two-way street. By learning these breathing techniques, you can get rid of stress, get rid of tensions, get rid of all these things that bog the mind, that worry the mind. So, what we'll demonstrate now is called Surya Namaskar. In English, sun salutations. The sun salutation is a sequence of 12 different postures that you do in a row, in a flow, one after the other. And it has beautiful property of giving the body a full workout. It works all the muscles, it stretches everything. It's fantastic physical discipline. And it also calms the mind. It brings so much inner peace. It brings so much warmth, so much heat, and so much inner peace to the mind. If you can do a few sun salutations every day, every morning when you wake up, you can do 5-10 minutes of sun salutations, you'll see tremendous benefits throughout the day. Not only physically, but also your state of mind will be more pure, more energized. So the first posture, the hands are in Namaste, in a prayer position. Okay, this is how you start. And then moving on to the second posture, you raise the arms and bend backwards like you want to bring your chest to the ceiling. So you bend backwards. Third posture, you come down with a straight back and you can align the fingers with the toes. And 4, you take the right leg behind. The knee is on the floor, the left leg is at a 90-degree angle. And then you want to look up. Common mistake is that we tend to slouch. It's good to look up so you get a full stretch. Then we take the left leg behind. This is like doing a push-up. Then we're going to slide forward. You bring the knees down and you slide forward and come into Cobra. This is the Cobra. The feet are together, the elbows are near the body, looking up. Next posture, we come into Downward Dog. In Downward Dog, it's like you think of the letter V. The letter V upside down, and the feet are flattened on the floor. Bring the right leg in front again, look up, left leg, come up, bend backwards, and come down. Okay, so the last 4 postures are the same as the first 4 postures in the reverse order. Okay. And then, this is half a sun salutation. We took the right leg behind. In the other half, we do the same thing, taking the left leg behind. And together that makes a complete sun salutation. Okay? Now, while we do the second one with the left leg, I'll show you how to breathe through the sun salutation. It's very simple, you alternate. So the first breath is out. You start by breathing out. And then when you go to the second posture, you breathe in, and so on, you alternate. Out, in, out, in, out, in. With one exception, which is the push-up. When we're in push-up position, we'll hold the breath. Other than that, you simply alternate. So it goes like this. Namaste, breathe out. 2, come up, breathe in. 3, come down, breathe out. 4, this time the left leg will go behind and we'll breathe in, looking up. 5, this is the push-up. Here we hold the breath. 6, breathe out, slide forward. 7, breathe in, Cobra. 8, breathe out, Downward Dog. 9, breathe in, look up. 10, breathe out, the right leg comes. 11, breathe in, stretch up, bend backwards. And 12, breathe. And now we've done a full sun salutation. Once that is done, you can go again into another one, a second one, a third one. And maybe, every day you can increase a little bit. At some point, maybe you can do 12 sun salutations every day. You can go gradually, increasing a little bit every day, and you'll see it's such a beautiful practice. It brings so much benefits. You'll really enjoy it. Namaste. 2, come come up, 3, down, 4, right leg, 5, push up, 6, slide forward, 7, cobra, 8, downward dog, 9, right leg, 10, left leg, 11, come up, 12, down, namaste, 2, breathe in, 3, breathe out, 4, left leg, 5, hold the breath, 6, breathe out, 7, breathe in, 8, breathe out, 9, breathe in, 10, breathe out, 11, breathe in, 12, breathe out.
Okay, Anton, you said we have to be in the present moment. What suppose the present moment is not very nice, not very enjoyable? What do we do then?
Absolutely, that's a great question. You know, living in the present moment is important because joy is there. Life is in the present moment. But sometimes, like you said, it's not always the way we would like it to be. So what do we do? See, to realize that the present moment is the way it is, it's inevitable. It will be to your liking at times, it will not be to your liking at times. To become aware of this is so important, you know. Then you can accept the moment as it is. If you're able to accept that the moment is the way it is, that situations are the way they are, it's much easier, you know. I'll give you an example. If you're stuck in traffic, for example. Do you like being stuck in traffic?
Of course.
Nobody likes being stuck in traffic, right? What do? What do? You can get really angry and start to honk and start to use colorful expressions and, you know, get all worked up and tense and nervous and, you know. Tell me now, will you get there any faster? Will you arrive faster? Of course not, you know. Maybe you'll arrive to the hospital faster because it's not so good for you. But generally, you know, if you can just instead put on a little bit of music, relax. If you can accept the situation as it is, it makes it so much easier to live that moment. Because ultimately, I'll tell you, Vidya, there's no such thing as a good situation or a bad situation. It's all at the level of the mind. And this is what yoga for the mind is. It's really realizing that we make the situation what we want it to be. You can make the same situation, you can have a great time or a miserable time. It really doesn't depend on external factors. It doesn't depend on the situation itself. It simply depends on how you approach it.
It depends on your mindset. Everything is how you take it, how you accept it.
Absolutely. See, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. How you do things matters most.
But is it that easy to accept things the way they are?
Well, see, what's the alternative? You see, if you don't accept, then you get angry. There's a situation you don't like, and you don't accept it, so you get angry. And by getting angry, you will probably make it worse, because whatever you will do at that time will come from an angry mind. So your actions at that time will not necessarily be the right actions, and you will make the situations worse, and you will disturb yourself, you know. While if you accept from a calm state of mind, you know, if someone is yelling at you or whatever, if you come from a calm state of mind, you accept the situation, and then instead of reacting, you simply respond. You see the difference between reacting and respond? If you simply respond, then, you know, whatever you say at that moment from a calm mind will probably help improve the situation. So you have everything to win, you know.
But getting to what you are saying, getting to this position means accepting things easily, accepting things the way they are. It takes a long time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a matter of being conscious of it, of being aware of it. You know, this is what yoga does. It allows you to become aware of these things. It really does.
Is it that easy?
I think so. I think so.
And you say we have to become aware of it. How do we become aware of it?
Like this. You know, it's simply a matter of recognizing it. See, because ultimately there will always be sunny days in your life. And there will always be cloudy days in your life, right?
There's no way out of it.
We know this already, isn't it? It's not possible that it's sunny every day, even in Mauritius, right? So we know this already. So if you think that you only want sunny days and you're not going to have cloudy days, this will be a problem for you. Because when the cloudy days come, you'll be disturbed by them. But if you're aware that both exist, and we know this, everybody already knows this, not just yogis, everyone knows that both exist in life, right? So if you acknowledge it and you accept it, then, you know, you won't get overly excited with sunny days and you won't get overly depressed or bogged down with cloudy days. Because anyway, neither you or me controls the weather, right? Most things are not in our control. So just being able to know that whatever happens is really, your happiness is from within. Your happiness does not depend on external factors. Do you see what I'm saying? Your happiness does not depend on the weather. It does not depend on all these external factors. We make our life a pursuit of happiness. We're always running after it. We're looking for it everywhere, here, there. How can I have more happiness? You can't buy happiness. You can't put it on your credit card. You know, the true happiness is from within. You are joy. You are peace. That is your true nature. And yoga allows you to realize that. And when you realize that you are happiness, then instead of making your life a pursuit of happiness, it can become an expression of happiness. And that brings so much depth to life.
That's very good. What suppose you have someone who is always angry, always greedy, always looking for somebody else's share? How do you explain to that person, see, this is wrong. You won't get happiness out of snatching somebody else's share or somebody else's happiness, somebody else's money. How do you explain to that?
Another very precious aspect of yoga is called seva. In Sanskrit, seva. It means to do service.
Service without expecting anything in return.
Exactly. And if you're in that state of mind of being angry or greedy or whatever, a lot of times we think everything revolves around us. What about me? What about me? What can I get? What's in it for me?
It's a me.
Right? The me is the best recipe. You keep repeating that, it's the best recipe to become depressed. You know?
Yes.
So you want happiness? Move away from what about me to, hello, what can I do for you? How can I care for you? And then I tell you, not only will others benefit from your actions, but you will also blossom from inside. It will bring so much grace into your life to do some service.
On inspire, on lève les bras vers le haut. Et on expire, on va se pencher vers l'avant. On peut attraper nos chevilles, nos pieds, nos orteils.
Ta yoga qui m'a fait là, chez yoga, c'est super. Parce qu'après qu'il m'a fini de faire, c'est pas juste le corps qui travaille sur le mental. Je me sens beaucoup plus calme, plus joyeuse. C'est un vie comme si une transformée. Nous enjoy la vie, chaque moment qui est dans la vie, là, nous trouvons merveilleux. Et it's like you enjoy, brings joy in your life, brings happiness in your life. It's wonderful. Everybody should do Sri Sri Yoga, in my opinion.
Et ça, yoga, c'est vraiment super. Pas capable d'expliquer, bien faire même pourquoi qui nous gagne à travers ce yoga-là.
Le Shri Yoga, c'est le cours le plus formidable que j'ai pu faire pendant cette semaine-ci. C'est un cours qui, à la fois, combine le physique, le moral, le mental. Et à la fin, on se sent vraiment bien, calme, relax. Et après tout le stress du travail, le stress de la vie de tous les jours, une semaine passée dans les Shri Yoga, on se sent en forme, fit, et je conseille à tout le monde.
So Antoine, what is your message to our viewers at the end?
You know, I would say smile more and share more. You know, as kids we smile all the time. And then we grow older, we become teenagers and we smile a little less. And then we become adults and we forget to smile altogether. So let's just smile more. And more importantly than smiling more, share that smile. Share it with others. It's the most beautiful thing, most precious thing you can do. There's when I was younger in school, there was a nun in my school. She was an old lady, very sweet lady, and she said something that I'll never forget. It stayed with me all my life. She said, those people you don't feel like smiling to, they're the ones who need your smile the most. So, really, this is what yoga does to you. It brings that joy from within. That joy from within that allows you to share your smile with everyone. Everyone can be like that. Everyone can be an inspiration. Everyone can have that joy within that allows each one of us to be a lighthouse, each one of us to bring comfort to others, to bring joy to others, and to bring a smile to others.
Antoine, it has been so nice and so inspiring talking to you. I wish and hope you have a nice day in Mauritius.
Thank you, Vidya.
Bye. Bye-bye.